Okay, now we move to the introduction of unemployment issue in Malaysia. So unemployment is associated with a period of time during which an individual is actively seeking employment and is mentally prepared to work at any wage level in the market. So this is referred to as the strict definition of unemployment, where the person is actively looking for work. So, besides, in 2020, our country has been shaken by the pandemic COVID-19. So regarding to this issue, Malaysia movement control has been enforced and it has impact on job loss. So based on the scatter plot above, it showed the rate of unemployment from 2017 until 2020. So the rate from years 2017 until 2019, it showed a decreased percentage from 3.41% until 3.26%, while in the year 2020, the rate of unemployment became higher than the year before. So then, the rate in 2020 showed the increase because it can relate with the pandemic COVID-19 that many of employees lost their job and difficult to find the job on that time. Then, in years 2022, the percent of rate in unemployment become low than year before, which 3.73%. So this also can relate with the end of MCO because it made many open opportunity jobs after the pandemic become under the control.
Now I will explain the first and second issues of unemployment. The first one is job mismatch. Job mismatch occurs when there is a gap between talents sought by employers and the skills individuals possess. This misalignment could stem from education not meeting market demand or the economy not generating suitable jobs. There are two contributions to unemployment. The first, a significant contributor to Malaysia's high unemployment rate, is the disparity between job requirements. Job disparity arises when employees' competencies do not align with those sought after by employers. This mismatch has far-reaching consequences for both job seekers and the economy at large. Second is skills gap. Job mismatch often leads to a skill gap. Graduates may find themselves lacking the exact ability demanded by the labour market, highlight a distinction between education-based skills and employers' requirements. For the unemployment rate overview in Q1 2022, despite increased employment opportunities, a high unemployment rate of 4.6% was recorded, representing 671,200 unemployed job seekers. While there was a slight recovery from 4.3% and 4.7% in Q3 and Q4 2021, it hasn't yet returned to pre-pandemic levels. Now, move to the second issue, which is the attributes of candidates, particularly recent graduates, and how it contributes to the unemployment challenge. Unemployment has severe consequences for both individuals and society. The negative impacts are often associated with prolonged unemployment rather than the state of being unemployed itself. Rising unemployment rate among recent graduates. The unemployment rate among recent graduates in Malaysia is progressively rising. Nearly 90,000 graduates are currently without job, according to data from the Centre for Future Labour Market Studies (EU-ERA) in 2023. Move to the factors contributing to graduates' unemployment. The first one is structural and frictional unemployment are primary contributors. Structural unemployment caused by industry restructuring due to the technological breakthrough is a significant concern. Second is lack of skills. A survey by the Ministry of Education in Malaysia reveals that a significant reason for the high rate of graduates' unemployment is the lack of skills, knowledge and attitude sought by the employers.
I will continue with another problem that has led to rises of the unemployment rate in Malaysia, which are global economic crisis and technological advancement. Global economic crisis, as for example, the COVID-19 pandemic, which is the most significant worldwide disaster since World War II. Beyond the scope and magnitude of a world war, it has influenced every nation in our world. The first COVID-19 case in Malaysia was discovered on January 25, 2020. The number of new coronavirus infections each day had increased dramatically by March, causing the Malaysian government to declare a Movement Control Order (MCO) on March 18, 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic has affected Malaysia's labour economy. As reported by the Malaysian Department of Statistics in 2020, Job losses and reduced work hours implemented by employer as cost-cutting measures were observed in almost all industries affected by unemployment for the year 2020 at 711,000, up to from 8,200 for the year of 2019, or an increase in the unemployment rate to 4.5% in 2020 from 3.3% in 2019. Based on the table, clearly shows the number of losses of employment in 2018, 2019 and 2020 from January to December, which that the linear relationship between employment losses and lockdown measures is endless. To clarify the point, increasing the severity of the lockdown will result in increasing number of individuals losing their employment. However, this is not unique to Malaysia. Between July and December 2020, we saw a decrease in the number of persons leaving their employment. The Malaysian government has favorably responded to the numerous restrictive measures enacted to alleviate the severity of the economic disruption by adopting multiple economic stimulus package program totaling up to RM290 billion in 2020. Stimulus plans featured measures to help small, medium-sized businesses as well as jobless persons. Salary subsidies were also granted to help firms retain their employees. The table shows a notably decrease in the number of employment losses beginning in July 2020 after reaching a peak in June 2020. According to the table, it shows that the loss of employment in Malaysia by industry and causes. The movement control order significantly impacted businesses, with manufacturing being the most affected. Downsizing accounted for 28% of job losses, followed by firm closures, voluntary or mutual separation schemes, corporate financial challenges, and other factors. The global economic crisis, COVID-19, has led to Malaysia's economic collapse. Next, we move to technological advancement. Be defined as a modification to the way products or services are manufactured or supplied that decreases the resource input needed for manufacturing or delivery. For example, technical advancement in the wireless broadband business may enable more effective use of restricted spectrum, resulting in increased wireless broadband connection speeds and availability. Yet, automation and technology have had several economic consequences in Malaysia. For instance, it has heightened social tension, where technological advancement increases the unemployment rate among Malaysians. This is because large corporations will profit the most if they replace 50% of their personnel with technology. Furthermore, fresh graduates will be facing a structural change in employment demand occur because of fast technological advancement innovation. As a result of the shift in the expectation between job seekers and employers, a mismatch occurs in the labour market in terms of finding a satisfying job, which is for career seeker, or worker, which is for employers. It leads to the firms to be unable to locate a quality employee with strong abilities and expertise, while graduates are unable to find a position that fulfill their expectation from a restricted number of vacancies. Nowadays, technology growth has resulted in a transformation in the way we perform our jobs and life. Therefore, the digital age has transformed how we do business. Among the 5 most prevalent sectors as reported by jobstreet.com are computing or information technology, banking or finance services, construction, manufacturing, and education.
Now let's move to the implication of unemployment issue. First and foremost, job mismatch could give significant effect on job satisfaction. Mismatched workers may experience decreasing job satisfaction and lower wages in the long term. The aspect and consequences of job mismatch on job satisfaction is skills mismatch. When employees lack the necessary skills for their roles, it leads to decreased productivity, lower efficiency, and a potential decline in the quality of work. Employees may struggle to meet job requirements, resulting in increased errors, missed deadlines, and a general sense of frustration. Additionally, the lack of alignment between skills and job demands can contribute to employee dissatisfaction and burnout, negatively affecting morale and engagement. Move to another implication. Lack of candidate attributes among graduates such as employability skills and technical skills could also give significant impact to their employability, potentially leading to a decline in confidence and overall well-being. The repeated experience of rejections or the inability to meet career expectations can inflict lasting blows to self-esteem, causing individuals to question their abilities and self-worth. Moreover, widespread dissatisfaction arising from underemployment or the inability to find a role matching one's educational background can significantly contribute to mental health issues. Consequently, lacking job skills doesn't just affect work, it can also hit mental and emotional strength. This shows why support systems should cover not just skill gaps, but also the mental challenges tied to finding job satisfaction. This can be proven in this diagram that the skill underemployment across different age groups issue persists due to the impact of job satisfaction. The rate was measured between the year 2017 until 2022.
The third implication is economic instability will increase crime rates in Malaysia. If the crime rate goes up, it could hurt the progress and economic growth of a country. In order to keep Malaysia's economy growing, it is important to understand the link between crime and a few factors. From 2010 to 2019, Malaysia experienced a decline in overall crime rates with 99,168 crimes in 2017, 88,662 in 2018, and 83,475 in 2019. As reported by the Department of Statistics Malaysia, this trend may be attributed to the government's crime reduction initiative under the Government Transformation Program (GTP). And the next, Malaysia holds the highest crime index rate in Southeast Asia, with Cambodia, Myanmar, and Vietnam following. Despite having the highest crime index ranking, Malaysia's crime rates fall within the moderate range of 40 to 60. However, the safety index for Malaysia is generally perceived to be fairly safe, indicating that while crime rates may be higher compared to the neighboring countries, the overall safety level for residents and visitors is considered satisfactory. The last implication is job displacement. Job displacement occurs when a company eliminates an employee's position. Recession and firm restructuring can generate displacement. Workers with less education or experience are more likely to be displaced. Displacement can have lasting effects on employees as they need to acquire new skills or certifications to find work elsewhere. And job displacement has been notably high in the agriculture sector, a significant employer for individuals within the bottom 40% of the income distribution B40. Those working informally or lacking social insurance through their jobs have borne the brunt of this challenge. A substantial portion of self-employed individuals, constituting about 39.2% of all jobs in Malaysia, are engaged in informal work. Unfortunately, yearly measures to assist individuals in generating income during the crisis did not adequately prioritize this segment.
To combat Malaysia's unemployment challenges, our first recommendation is the implementation of New Industrial Master Plan (NIP), a crucial component of the Madani Economic Framework. NIP, designed to attract a maximum investment of 95 billion ringgit by 2030, presents a significant opportunity to make a substantial impact on job creation. By strategically executing the NIP within the Madani Economic Framework, Malaysia can effectively address unemployment, creating 3.3 million job possibilities with a median monthly pay of 4,510 ringgit. This approach not only decreases unemployment but also establishes Malaysia as a prominent leader in the regional economic landscape.
Another recommendation to overcome the rises of unemployment rate is the program Tunas Usahawan Belia Bumi Putra (TUBE) or TUBE. The Malaysian government is implementing a pay it forward principle to encourage volunteerism among 18 to 20 years old. The monetary incentive of 500 ringgit will be given to accomplish young individuals engaging in voluntary activities. The Rakan Muda program is revitalized and a 20 million ringgit budget has been allocated for young friends. The Bumi Putra Youth Entrepreneur Tunas program has facilitated the emergence of over 7,000 youth entrepreneurs, creating employment opportunities. The Tekun scheme, Mobilepreneur Initiative, supports young entrepreneurs. This was done in order to promote Malaysia as a hub for the development of the e-sport sector. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Besides that, the Prison Department in Malaysia has an initiative to launch a program called PEKA, which stands for Peluang Kedua Anda. This program has the possibility to resolve the issue of unemployment in Malaysia. The main objective of this program are to provide training, upskilling, and employment opportunities for selected offenders who are at the tail end of their prison sentences. The program focuses on low-risk offenders and ex-offenders known as orang Israel and aims to reintegrate them back into society. The Malaysian government has allocated a budget of 10 million ringgit for the program per Ketivat in Belanjawan 2024, which is focusing on providing approved competency training to offenders recognized by CIDP. That's all from me, thank you, and now I will pass to the next presenter.
The last recommendation is My Step programs. My Step efforts aimed at addressing extreme poverty persistently demonstrate advancement as evidenced by the most recent data indicating a significant decline in the prevalence of extreme poverty. In particular, the estimate rate of extreme poverty has seen a remarkable decrease from 1% in 2020 to just 0.2%, affecting approximately 18,000 families. The government expresses confidence in its capacity to successfully address and combat extreme poverty through its initiatives. As part of this commitment, all appointments under My Step initiative are open for participation in a skill enhancement program available through the My Future Jobs portal.
Overall, Malaysia confronts a complex unemployment challenges influenced by the factors such as job mismatch, candidate attribute, global economic crisis, and technological advancement. This issue not only impact on statistical metrics but also have consequences on various aspects of society. So job dissatisfaction is common due to the mismatched skill and role, while economic instability resulting from high unemployment rates may lead to the increased crime. Malaysia has an opportunity to build a resilient and adaptive workforce, contributing to stable societies and sustainable economic growth, ongoing global change. So, by addressing the complex challenges of unemployment in Malaysia require concerted effort from various stakeholders, the initiatives such as the National Employment Insurance System, or stand for NIMP, training and upgrading of skill for unemployability, which is stand for TUBE, the Young Employment Transformation Program, which is stand for PERKA, and the Malaysia Skilled Technical Education Pathway, which is stand for My Step, hold the significant promise. Integrating and expanding this initiative can create a comprehensive framework for tackling unemployment. It also promoting the sustainable economic growth and ensuring that the workforce is equipped from the challenges of the evolving job market in Malaysia.